Good morning, woodchucks. Right now the sun's out, but hopefully it doesn't rain today, because today I'm going to do what a few of you have requested me to do is, well, cut the grass around the yard. First thing I'm going to do this morning, because I probably am going to be a little bit hungry, right? Yeah, down to 37. Let's go ahead and eat some apple jam. There we go, 97%. Can't get much better than that. Yeah, next step, go around and check all the beehives and make sure the flowers are in. The flowers are all here. Yay! That looks a little bit better around here. Not too bad. So hopefully they were not blooming yesterday. So hopefully now, from now on, hopefully we can get more honey with the flowers being bloomed next to the beehives. Maybe. Wow, has it been like 2 weeks since I planted those? How is the greenhouse doing? The greenhouse is doing rather well, humidity-wise. Do we have any honey today? Any honey? Oh, I should be checking this. Why are these very wet? It didn't rain yesterday. Did I water them last episode? I don't remember. I don't think so. Anyways, that's good for me. I don't have to water them. Yep, very wet. And strange enough, no honey today. Even when I have no flowers, I usually get a jar of honey. Alright, so the first thing I want to do today is, before I forget and we get involved in doing some yard work, need to go around and go visit our 3 stores that we now visit.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I want your eggs and your milk.
Care to trade?
And it's raining. Of course it's raining today. Why wouldn't it be? It's fine. It's fine. It'll all work out in the short run. Maybe the long run. Maybe that's why the flowers were wet. Maybe the flowers were telling me it's going to rain today. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. Anyways, next stop is up here. Yes, there is a social job, but yeah, I'm not doing social job because of the issues that I have. I got many issues. Wait for the store to spawn in before I walk in there. Actually, I'm already walked in here. Are you going to pop up, or are you going to stay down in the foundation? Ah, you're fine right there. Oh, there you go.
Hi there, can I help you?
Yes, care to trade.
Care to trade?
Alright, so, yep, come up here to this store, and she has a lot of good vegetables, milk, fish, and mushrooms. I realize I can go around and collect mushrooms, but right now I'm just purchasing them because I don't feel like running around too much right now. Alright, so the third and final store is over here, and same thing. Takes a second for everything to spawn in. I don't think she will come out of the foundation. Oh, no, she did.
Hello, how are you?
A little wet, but we
trade?
just came up here to buy some of the fruits and vegetables, well, all vegetables really that you have. There we go. And, yep, that is all I need from you today. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and teleport on back to our house, or our lumber mill, if we shall call it that. Let's try to find... No, okay, I'm in the forklift. Alright, that's fine. I need to grab the 134, which is a little dirty, but you know. And the trailer is right over here. We're going to grab the trailer because I got more than enough bark to fill the trailer. So we're going to go ahead on down to the lumber mill, sell that, get some cash flowing for today. And then the rest of the day can be devoted to cutting some grass down around. Yeah, so the planks, I should just double check, make sure they're still drying. I hope they are. Should be in the 50s. Alright, 64, 63, that's probably right because I went to bed rather late. I went to bed rather late because I spent the rest of the afternoon grinding the stumps across the river, and I did that off camera because that is such a tedious job trying to get all those cut, especially when you're trying to find the sweet spot. And sometimes, no, I don't want to do that. It's the wrong button. It's that button in this game. Yeah, so I spent the rest of the day, I think I went to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning after grinding all the stumps. At least I think I got all the stumps. I drove around twice, but it was kind of dark-ish. But, so I brought the stump grinder back over here. If we find some stumps over there when we plant trees, we find stumps when we plant trees. Let's have to grab the stump grinder and take care of it that way. There we go. We are all full, apparently. Yeah, might as well go through this way at this point. So yeah, it's a good thing it's kind of raining. That way that's the flowers get watered. That way I don't have to do it. But not the best day to be cutting some grass. But we'll go ahead and cut the grass because I promised to do so. And really, yeah, it'd be kind of interesting. I don't know if the grass is going to go back just as, I don't want to say just as fast as it does in Farmer's Dynasty, but at the same rate. Have to wait and see. Up the hill we go. So yeah, we got all those trees planted up here. So yeah, right now, as it goes, I have no trees to cut down on forest lands that we own that I want to cut. Yes, we got the trees around the house, but like I said many times, I'm not cutting those down. So, I'm kind of, that's why I'm not really wanting to do any field work or forest work, I guess I should be calling it, in this episode. I'm kind of waiting for the update to come out, hopefully sometime soon, so we can kind of see what the new equipment's going to cost, or if there's any other new equipment that comes with it. Because we do have $50,000, which is enough to probably not buy anything. Be my guess for the Ponzi equipment. The Ponzi equipment is going to be, should be rather expensive, I would think. So yeah, I think that's going to be at least over 100,000. We don't have that. I could use my social points along with the money. So if something was like $110,000, or excuse me, $110,000 euros, with the money and social points I have, we can do that. But anything more than that, then forget it. Won't be able to do it. Because I got like 124,000 social points. Not that I want to use the social points, and not that I really need the Ponzi Scorpion King to cut down the forest, because we don't own that many trees yet. But I think once we start, once our trees that we planted have grown full size, and we got as many trees as we do in the forest, that's when the Scorpion King is going to really come in handy. But that's going to be able to cut a lot of trees, and not only that, it's going to take a while to transport. I mean, I think it's going to cut down trees so fast, we're not going to be able to transport the logs quick enough back to a log drop-off point. And that also could cause an issue right now in the game. Wait, where am I going? Oh yeah, driving around. So used to dropping out planks here. Yeah, we get so many logs into the river, that could cause some lag issues. But we'll see what happens when the update comes out. Alright, so we're over the sell point, yes. Let's go ahead and bring in some cash. So yeah, I got 124,000 social points, and pretty soon 56,000 euros? Somewhere in there? Or were we at 52,000? 55, 56, somewhere right about there. I can't believe it's actually raining today. I can't believe when I woke up and I thought, hey, this is going to be a good day to mow the lawn. Should be nice and fine. And I'm like, well, unless it rains. Maybe someday we'll have the extended forecast like we do in Farmer's Dynasty as well. Well, the one thing I did do was definitely clean up my tractor. Alright, so I'm going to bring the tractor back and the trailer back, drop all this stuff off. Yeah, usually you don't think you want to do weed trimming on a rainy day, but we're going to. Well, with such a big area to mow, I'm not really sure where to start, but I would say let's start in the front yard kind of a place area, because you know that's where most people are going to go ahead and see us, or at least see our lawn area. Just got to be careful, don't want to get near our lovely little flowers and ruin those. I did not know I had a place I could walk through right here. That's kind of interesting. Now I'm not going to try to show too much of this because, well, you know, it's like doing a bush trimming job, right? Except this job here, I don't get paid nothing for it. You think, though, maybe what they should add in the game in a way to make it more of an incentive to keep your yard mowed is you get more social points for having a clean yard. Not too sure. Just a thought. I have many thoughts, and a lot of thoughts I don't share because that would scare the crap out of a lot of people. Yeah, so maybe we'll do some of the mowing today, maybe around the house. And I had second thoughts. Maybe we'll try to get some trees planted across the river. At least get the boundary of the trees planted to see how many I can get going around the boundary and kind of give us an idea of how many I can plant. So I know some of you are going to be happy when you see this episode. It's like, oh, he's finally cutting his lawn. I do it in Farmer's Dynasty, but not all the time. But then again, that's not a big yard when you start comparing it to something like this here. But we'll get some of this done, for darn sure. If not, all of it done around the house. Just around the house. I'm not going to do the mill today, I don't think. The problem is there's so much grass everywhere, it's like I don't know where to start. So I'm just trying to see the little patches, see the ones I just go for, and just go ahead and do it, right? Well, surprisingly, it hasn't taken me that long to get much of the lawn done. I am being very cautious next to our new flowers. I probably should just leave this grass here because one small slip and those flowers are gone. Let's see what time of day it is. It's only 8:30 in the morning, so I'm getting through this pretty darn quick. Maybe there's not much grass here as I thought there was. I've pretty much got all around the house, around the garage, around the work barn, around the animal barn, pretty much done. The house is pretty much taken care of as well. Just got the playground area where, quote-unquote, little Timmy in the future may come out and play. Take care of. Just got to be very careful when I get near my flowers. I won't be too happy if I take down my flowers. So, yeah, the other thing that's kind of frustrating now is, yeah, we got flowers, so I should get more honey, except for today's raining. So that means the bees are not going to be out today, which probably means no honey tomorrow either. So that kind of not a good deal. I don't have that much honey. I only got like 5 jars of honey. I realize I could be buying it in the store, but yeah, it's kind of fun. I think of things like this. I don't know why, but some things like I'm not going to go ahead and buy honey. I can make my own. And you're like, well, you're buying mushrooms. And like, yeah, well, I don't like collecting the mushrooms too much. So we all have things that we like and don't like to do in games. And we all find ways around the things we don't like to do. Like, I'm not too particular about cutting the grass, but it needs to be done, I suppose. I was ready to say, if that little flower disappears, I'm going to be a little upset myself. I probably should save the game before I get near the flowers, but I'm taking a chance. Alright, I think that's going to do it for cutting grass today. I'm not going to try to get behind the flowers. We'll come over here. Can I get that from this side of the fence? I can. I mean, this doesn't really need to be cut, but it's such a small area. We'll cut up this little section here. And I think it's time we go grab the 134 and the planter, and we start getting some trees planted across the river just to get an idea of how we're doing. I mean, I would assume that big of a lot, I should be able to get like 100 trees planted just on the perimeter. And we'll get along this fence line here, and that kind of like leaves the mill. I've thought about going across the road and testing on a tree to see if I could, you know, take out a tree with a weed whacker or weed trimmer, whatever they want to call it. But I probably could. All right, it's just one tree, so let's try it for science. All right, it's one tree, not a big deal. Yeah, so we got a tree right in front of us. And no, it won't. Okay, so that's good. So if you wanted to cut grass on your properties, don't have to worry about cutting down your saplings. At least not that one. While I'm over here, yeah, mushrooms galore over here. I'm just looking for any herb. Thought I just saw one. Nope. I think what I'm seeing is my saplings showing up. Alright, that's not too bad. But anyways, yeah, how is it looking by if we walk in the road? Any cars coming? Nope. It's not looking too bad. So in the future, and I mean in the future for sure, Shouldn't that be closed? Yeah, once we get married, our wife will take care of some things around here. So I'm thinking plant a lot of flowers around the house. That way it's grass I don't have to mow, and she can take care of the flowers by watering them. That's why I didn't plant as many flowers as I did, because I don't want to water them that much either. Greenhouse should be good to go. Yes, we're good to go. Good to go everywhere. But those, I like the way those look. I might plant the other flowers around the house once we get married or something like that, like I just said. But right now we're just going to go ahead and keep those planted. So bark, we're left with 1430 on the bark. The 3 logs. You can see 150 crates of wet planks waiting to be taken care of. Yet the humidity is still dropping on all these. They were at 63 a little while ago when I started mowing. These are still at 63, but nope, some are at 62. Yep, they're dropping even though they're not quite in the dryers. That's the first time this happened to me anyways. And of course the wood chip boards, we got 34 waiting to be made, and we got 1, so that's 35. And we actually got tons of wood chips storage left. But with that being said, let's go ahead and I already got the 134 over here on the planter. Or the planter is on the 134. And right now, I do believe I got the pines loaded. Just make sure they're loaded again. And today, we're just going to go ahead and take care of the perimeter of the land, of the forest. Get them all in. Give us a rough idea of how many we can maybe get on there. I've had a guess, but I've been told a certain amount as well, because someone's already planted it. So we're going to come over here and see what we get on the perimeter. There, so I do have plenty of saplings ready to go. And there's number 1. Now this is going to be probably a little bit of a problem, meaning the terrain over here kind of sucks. So getting them exactly where they need to be might be a little bit challenging. There's going to be some rocks probably in the area where I should plant. And I think the back end of the planter is getting kind of stuck. Am I going to actually, I mean, these are like rocks here. Can I plant in the rocks? Looks like I can. I hate to try this, but alright, I think I'll actually work my way around that rock, because I could get the tractor stuck. Yeah, I'm just going to go on the perimeter first of all. I mean, here does not look like a proper place to plant. Can I? I did plant one there. Alright. That works. Kind of. I mean, that's not too bad. Alright, so I think it was 181 pine that I had on here. The question, I'm definitely not going to be able to plant all these pine on the perimeter. At least I don't think so. I mean, if I can plant 181 on the perimeter, that's quite a bit. So let me go ahead and get a little bit ways around here. And I'll bring it back for an update. We'll see how far we have made it. Well, I am determined. I'm down here around the road. I'm actually planting saplings right on this cliff here. I would assume if it allows me to plant it, it's on my property, on my forest, so I should be able to cut it later on. If it's not, I'm not going to be too concerned about it, but I'm just trying it for the heck of it. Here are the rocks. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to plant any more there. So, if you remember that we had a tree down here we could not cut, it actually worked out perfectly in a way where I started planting. Because you can kind of see, I got one planted right here, and it's almost like right up to the trunk of that tree. So it worked out rather well. Not going to complain at all on that. And those trees I planted, yep, they come up here to the top part rather nicely. So I tell you what, I'm actually going to plant one right here. Oh, I got to lower it first. Alright, so yep, around the rock we go. I am a little concerned in some areas getting the tractor stuck with the planter, but I think we're going to be okay. Kind of. So he says at the current stage. I'll lift it up. And actually, I'll back in here. Let's see if I can plant a tree in here. I mean, I should be able to. I really don't know where that tree is going to be planted, but I think it just got planted in a stone. Let's go ahead and get one right in here. There, I think I worked my way around the stone rather decently. So I'm somewhere around 50 trees at the current rate that we're going here. I think we're just actually shy of 50 trees. Did I not plant one here? A little bit more forward. There we go. Like I said, this property right here should take all of the saplings that we have. I may have to go buy some more actually to finish off this property, which is not a big deal. I'm just trying not to spend any money just yet, like I said many times, until the August update comes out so we can kind of see what things go for and what comes along with the update. Yeah, so when my planter gets stuck, what I do is I lift it up, drive forward a little bit, and then put it back down, and it seems okay. Yeah, once the update comes out, then it's like, okay, this is what we're doing here and what's available in the update, and then I can figure out my money situation then. That's why I haven't bought those 2 lots yet. It's not that expensive. We're talking like 12 grand. No, 13 grand. I think it's 13 grand for the 2 lots. And then we'll get to use a different log drop-off point as well. Well, I'm not going to quite get up to 100 planted around the perimeter, but maybe 70? 70 for sure. Because we're almost all the way around here. Part of me kind of wants to keep going today, but I don't think I'm going to. I may actually go back, just leave the 134 parked right here, what we have. Since I've been sitting in the cab, I dried off a little bit more. I think we'll go ahead and do some more weed trimming around the mill area. Maybe the front yard kind of a place, just to make it look a little bit better. So almost 80 saplings I'm going to get on the perimeter. Oh, yep. Can't quite fit one there. Cannot quite fit one there. Oh, that's right. I gotta have my chainsaw out. 76 trees we planted. And of course we got the 1 pine. The 1 pine. But it's looking pretty good. I didn't see any stumps going around either, so hopefully I got them all. Yeah, there's a couple questionable ones I planted. Let's see, I got one planted there. Did I get one planted here? No, I think I tried to and I got stuck. But I got one planted there. And there. I mean, yeah, you can actually... At first, I didn't think we were planting them that close, but these are relative, really, really close as far as I'm concerned. But as you know, when you cut down a forest that you originally haven't worked in, they got trees a lot closer than that, but that's, yeah, that's where they planted them. I'm pretty sure they didn't use a planter. Yeah, up here, actually, there's actually a lot of space in between these trees up here. I'm just kind of curious to see how it's looking around the rock. I wasn't really paying too much attention. I was just focused on the orange circles on the ground. But I think we traversed around the rocks rather well. And you can pretty much tell where our boundary marker is, because that's where all the trees are planted around the boundary marker. And I got one planted right here as well, on a rock. And down here as well. If I get out my chainsaw and be kind of careful. Yeah, see, those are not quite in. I bet you I won't be able to gut those. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. They're not really in the boundary, according to the markers here. Right, there's one there, so there should be one. Oh, it's right there. I'm looking right at it. Kind of. Oh, well. But we got the boundaries done. Alright, I'm going to run on back to the mill. And we'll get the weed trimmer out and just do a little bit more weed trimming around the mill itself. Well, I figured, you know what, let's get the big piece done, because that'll just make it look a lot better, and plus less work to do next time I go ahead and do it. Did a couple pieces around the mill very quickly in that little median section right there, but yeah, let's go ahead and take care of this big chunk of land right here. I'm going to say, hopefully my pallets don't magically disappear by me weed trimming them. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know some people say, oh, I wish we had the rotting mower from Farmer's Dynasty in the game. I'm not sure I'd want to use that anyways. If anything, can I get the cultivator from Farmer's Dynasty over here? Because that will really cut down the grass quicker. That'd work out rather well. But yeah, definitely in the future, once we get married and we have a lovely wife, she will go ahead, hopefully, and take care of all the flowers around the house so I can go ahead and plant more flowers. Now that way I have flowers, I will be curious to see, but I can't remember if that bug has been fixed or not, if I get social points. But I should have got social points today, right? So yeah, I'm not sure if that's a thing in this game or not, like it is in Farmer's Dynasty, because our yard looks better because we have flowers, I suppose, but got no social points today. The thing I'm kind of am needing a little bit is the honey. We're getting low on the honey. For a while there, I'm like, oh, we can keep up with the honey and make all the herbs. But now I've been finding more and more areas to get the herbs. I'm running out of the honey, so I'm hoping that our increased chances of honey go up by having the flowers and the bees right next to the flowers. Now this is probably something I won't be doing often here, is cutting the grass. I probably won't do it again this year, this season. We'll have to wait until next April. Because right now we got plenty of things to be doing here. We need to be bringing in the cash because, yep, we're going to have equipment that we're going to need to buy. Like I said, the Ponzi equipment, as far as I consider, with the chainsaw, it works all rather well. And the forests that we have do not have that many logs in it to begin with. So we'll get along just fine without it after it gets released. The biggest thing I'm looking for in the update is, are there any more mainline quests? Do we have anything to do with James? In other words, build some more summer houses or lake cottages or whatever they want to be called. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to go, because we got a good amount of money for building the 2 sets of cabins that we built. Now we built one to help out James, but we did another one to help out Lily. And I don't understand that. We paid off her debt, but then we got money from either Lily or James for completing that quest. Seems kind of odd, but I'm not going to complain. But it would be raining on the day I said we're going to cut the grass, and I've already set for it to cut grass. I just opened up my big mouth when I started the day, didn't I? When I said, oh, it looks like it's not going to rain. But I said, well, it could. Let's see, I'll give it a while. But yes, that is looking much better around here. What did I say? I put the wheat stream away. Can the noise go away? There we go. There's a piece here. Always happens, doesn't it? You think you got it all, and then you see a piece. Yep. Looking really, really good. Flowers all wet and bloomed. Yeah, see, the bees are not out there. You don't hear them buzzing around. So no honey, no honey tomorrow. So what I might do is, since don't have a lot going on here, I may actually skip a day. And then the second day, if it doesn't rain tomorrow as well, we can see if we get much more honey. Usually I get about 2 or 3 jars of honey from all the hives, so I'm kind of hoping that, yeah, the flowers are going to increase the chances of getting some honey. Wait a minute, what does that say? Oh, pick up, yeah, I got to be careful I don't pick up the flowers. I don't want to do that. So I got to be careful when I come over that it says, you know, pick up jar of honey and not the flowers. Looking all good. A little doom buggy's doing sitting there looking all nice and pretty. But yeah, not a bad day. It's only probably noon. Yeah, it's only noon, but it is what it is. But we got the grass cut around here for the most part. Probably some areas I can still go ahead and take care of here and there. Do I want to fish on a rainy day? You know, I am kind of curious to see about specialty. Is it specialty fishing or special fish? Fish and catch special fish. Even though we have unlocked it. Recognize and catch best unique fish. Alright. So there's going to be a lot of different kind of fish in the game, I suppose. Just not at the moment. So can't wait to do a little bit more fishing and make it enjoyable. I haven't put nothing in the pantry, have I? I don't think so, because my inventory is not that full. Although, wait a minute, did they upgrade the way the pantry looks down here? Because I don't remember it being stocked like this down. I don't want to say stocked. There should be nothing in my pantry, right? I got no other. I got no food. I got no tools. Yeah, so they just made it look like we got more stuff down here, which is fine. It's all good. Once we get married and the wife starts cooking, she will stock the pantry. Hopefully. But yeah, that's the yard cut for at least today, and we got the perimeter of the, I keep wanting to say the field, the forest across the way planted. Almost 80 trees, so probably, I'm guessing, from what I got told, yeah, 380 trees is probably what we're looking at. Although that might even be a stretch for me, but we'll see. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here in Lumberjack's Dynasty. But until then, have a good one.